Here we add gum stay to the buttonhole and the button allowance. Okay, I just decided to add it on both sides, but the ideal thing is to add it on the buttonhole side, that is the left hand side. So right now we'll just go to the sewing machine and stitch it down at the tip this way. So now I'm taking the back to join and then sew down the shoulders together. Alright, so we are done from here. The next thing I have to do, we need to do now, is to go and cut the sleeve and the collar. Take your sleeve length. Okay, for kids it should be between 4 and 5, while for adults ranges from 7, 8, 9, depending on how the person wants it. So this is my sleeve length. I'm taking 5 as my sleeve length plus my allowance, my hemming allowance. You take your calf's height, and the formula for taking our calf's height is our chest divided by 5 plus 1. So I'm taking my, just do your own, your chest divided by 5 plus 1 give you your calf's height, and you take it this way. So here I am marking my own. It gave me 2.5. Mine gave me 2.5, so I'll connect a straight line to it. Then from here you take your round sleeve. Okay, your round sleeve measurement. You measure your round sleeve measurement at that point. So measure your round sleeve measurements, and in cutting a male shirt, the sleeve doesn't really have a lot of calculation like when it's for women. Okay, so once you take your calf height, you just connect it, and you take your round sleeve measurement there, you connect it. Okay, just give it a nice curve and connect it up there. I'm just taking my round sleeve measurement. So you connect it. So when cutting, please, you don't cut it straight down. If not, when you're folding your sleeve, it will be short. So just watch out what I'm going to do. The allowance, I will fold it in. I will fold it in before I cut out the sleeve. Can you see what I'm doing? I folded the allowance in, okay, before I will now cut out. Because if you did not fold it in this way, what will happen after cutting is that when you are joining your sleeve, it will be short at that edge. So for it not to be short, what you will do is to fold it in. Can you see? You fold it in this way. Can you see? If not, it will be short at this point. So to avoid it, you fold it in this way before cutting off your sleeve. I hope you understand. All right. So I've gone ahead to cut it on my fabric. Can you see? This is the sleeve. I'm gone ahead to cut it on my fabric. It's actually very easy to achieve. So the next thing is to take our round neck measurement so we can cut our collar. And the collar we are going to cut in this class is a cut together collar. Get your collar gum or your paper gum, then divide the measurement you took. Mine is 12, so I'm dividing it by 2. It will give me 6. So I just mark the 6 down. I will further divide this 6 into 2 to get the midpoint. So 6 divided by 2 will further give me 3. So I will measure 3 again. Let me take it again. I divide my round neck measurement into 2. I first took the measurement down. So the 6 I got, I further divided it into 2. It gave me 3. I took that 3 down. So from that point, I went up by ½ inch. I went up by ½ inch and I connect to the 3 I got at the midpoint. That is what I just did now. I went up by ½ inch and I connect to that 3. So on that ½ inch I went up, I now took 1 inch all round to the center back. Okay, so I'm taking the 1 inch now at the center back, as you can see, 1 inch, and I will now connect all the dots. Okay, so I'm connecting all the dots. This collar, we are cutting it together. We are not separating the stand from the collar. I'll be going up by 2 inches, but if you're making it for an adult, you can go up by 3 inches. Before going up, I will go in by 1 inch. Okay, can you see it that way? Yes, I will go in by 1 inch. So from that 1 inch I went in, I will now go up by 2 inches. At the center back, I will go up by 1¾ so I will connect. Yes, even at the center too, I'll still go up by the same 2 inches. So I'll connect from the 2 inches to the second 2 inches and then to the center back, which is 1¾ Okay, can you see? So I will just come out by ½ inch here, just to give it a nice curve, just a little curve. Okay, let me see, just a little curve. I'll come out by ½ inch, just like this. Can you see what I'm doing? ½ inch. Then I'll connect that ½ inch to this point, like this, to just give it that little curve, just a little slant, sorry, not really curve, a slant. So I'll connect it. Then at this collar stand, I will just curve it down a little. But if you like, you can leave it this way. There's no rule to it. I just want to give it a little style design. So now I will cut out. Just trim it out. When you're cutting your collar on the paper gum, there is no allowance. You are not adding any allowance to it. You cut it exact measurement. So now the gummy part of the paper gum is what we are placing on the fabric. So I've gone ahead now to place it on the fabric. I will go ahead and iron it down. Okay, I will now iron it down to secure it. So I have ironed it down, and then I got another fabric. Can you see? So I'll place it on this fabric. After ironing down, I will get another fabric and place on it, almost the same with the one I cut initially. So what I'll do now, I'll go to my machine and sew it down this way. Can you see? Can you see? Just exactly this way I'm showing you. This is how I'll go to the machine and sew it. But before then, I will fold this one, this particular one. I will trim and leave ½ an inch Okay, I'll trim and leave half of an inch. Like this. So I will now go ahead and fold it in this way and iron it. Please don't sew on the gum stay. Don't sew on the gum stay. You just sew close to it, but you will not sew on it. Okay, you just sew it this way. Avoid sewing on the gum stay, please. So now I've gone ahead, I've sewn it down. I'm trimming it now. Just trim it out. Please, while trimming, be very careful so you don't sew cut into your stitches. Trim and leave like 1/4 of an inch. I'll just give it a little notch at that point so that when I turn it inside out, it will relax well. Little notch, can you see? First, I will now trim the down part and leave half of an inch. Okay, just the same way you trim the other part and left half of an inch before we use iron and fold it on it. That's how we'll trim half. We'll trim and leave half of an inch and also use iron to fold it, just to get our line, so that when we are attaching the collar we have a guide to follow. You see? So I'll go ahead and turn it inside out. Please make sure you push out all the sharp points. Okay, push it out well and iron it down. You see, our collar is ready. We just have to attach it now to our shirt. But first, before attaching it, we are going to notch the center. Okay, we are going to notch the center of the collar and also pick our shirt, notch the center of our shirt, the sleeve. To attach the sleeve, what I'll now do, I will notch the center and also pick my sleeve, notch the center of the sleeve. Why are we notching the center? We notch the center so that we can get the actual placement. Okay, so that one side will not be longer than the other. That's why we always notch the middle. So now I will just use my pin. Okay, align the two notch parts together. I will sew from this point to the end and then pick it up again from that point and sew to the end. So now where there is no gum stay, okay, where there is no gum stay will be the one that you will fix to the dress. That should be the one at the back. The side that has gum stay will be the one that will be facing inside the dress. I hope what I said, I hope is making sense. Just watch what I'm doing. You will understand what I'm saying. And you see, you pick it up and notch the center so that one side will not be longer than the other. But if you feel you are a good professional, you don't need to notch the center, please go ahead. You just use your pin to hold it down and you sew from this end to the front. You pick the other side too, you sew it all around like this. So we'll now go to the sewing machine and we sew it down. Okay, all right, so we are here. Can you see what I say? So as I sew, I remove my pins because I pin it down. I remove my pin. Please, nobody is above pins, especially as a fashion designer. You need it. Can you see how beautiful the back is? And you see what I say? I say the part that does not have the paper gum should be the one at the back, while the part that has the paper gum will be facing inside the dress, inside the shirt rather. So now we are sewing it down. Voila, our collar and shirt is ready. So the next thing now, I will hold the two sides and sew my side seam. Yes, I'll sew down my side seam, go to my weaving machine, weave it down, then come back and hem the down part. So I've gone ahead to weave it down and I have folded the down part. So our shirt is ready. Can you see the beauty on it? So the next thing is to now notch to top stitch on the collar, but this is not compulsory anyway. It still add a little beauty to it. So top stitch on my collar, and it helps it relax well. In sewing shirts, you cannot spend 2 hours in sewing shirts. 2 hours is too much to cut and sew a shirt. So can you see how beautiful our shirt is looking? So please try yours. Okay, sew your shirt and submit it for assessment and review. Please do this and start cashing out, because these are easy wears to make. So we have come to the end of this class. See you all in our master class. You have a lot to gain from the master class. There are a lot of secrets I did not reveal here. Okay, this is just a free class, just a tip for you to see what the master class will be like. The master class will be more than this, trust me, more than this.